So, ICAST 2019, we're coming to, we came over the crest of the roller coaster. We rigged a boat live here at the show. For us at Hummingbird, Minn Kota, it's not just about products, but we celebrate the people. And for us, every motor matters because everyone has a story attached to it. And when you go out fishing, there's always, man, I caught this fish. It was a great day. Everybody has their own. Well, today we made a huge story. Not a fish story, it's true. And we did it by stealing a man's boat. I mean, why wouldn't you do that, right?
I'll have to call the sheriff at home and say, how did this happen?
Listen, I don't know. Well, we're going to give it back right now. So David Lowry is the youth director for the state of Tennessee for bass, and he has had an incredible increase in his clubs, starting at 200 anglers, going over to 1,400 anglers. He has given of himself over the years, his time, his talent, and even probably some treasure and hard work to make that happen.
Spent a couple bucks.
Spent a couple bucks. So here, we redid his boat from bow to stern with entirely new gear. An Ultrex from Minn Kota, 2 Solix 15s, 2 Talons, and we did it with the One Boat Network. So all that electronics, all those pieces, they talk together and they give you an incredible amount of boat control. We've also set up a really nice fishing day tomorrow for David Lowry, which is where this guy, Chris Zaldane, comes in. He's going to take David out in the water, and he's going to show him how all that gear works. Chris, you got to be part of this on the boat build. You got to watch it happen. What do you think of all that?
Oh, David, we just really appreciate it. From an angler standpoint, on the Bassmaster Elite Series, you're grooming young anglers to appear on that big stage, and we really appreciate that. Without the youth, without that future, we are nothing. So I know it's not an easy job to tame these kids and to be a figure, to look for those kids to look up to. I mean, that's not an easy thing, and we really appreciate it. So while everyone else is on the ICAST floor here on Friday morning, we're going to get to play with these new toys, from the Ultrex to the Solixes to the Talons, the Charger, JL audio system, and all the toys that the sponsors chipped in with. We get to play with that stuff.
And so David had served our country in Desert Storm, and he's just got a servant's heart. And so we were going to say, he asked, about a 360 imaging unit, and he goes, yeah, you can send one to my house someday. It's all good. And I said, well, maybe we can work something out after ICAST. He had no idea. And when I said that, the first thing out of his mouth was, quote, man, I don't really want anything for me. I just want something for my kids, end quote. That's the kind of heart he is, and it's our honor to honor you. What do you think?
It's a blessing. I promise you it's going to get well used, especially every minute I can get my son out on the water, because that's the passion that got me to where I am with this. But I'm going to do my best to get some of the rest of the younger kids out, whether I take them or Hank takes them. Of course, if Hank takes them, they've got a better instructor because he's a much better fisherman. But it's about the kids. That's why I do this. I mean, it's volunteer work. So, to me, it's a mission. It's the best sports environment I've ever been around. And I said it earlier, while we all compete very hard against each other on the water, we're like a family out there. I can't tell you how many times somebody's broke down and another boat will pick up one of the kids and get that kid and the fish in on time so they don't get penalized. So
it's funny, in NASCAR, when you break down, they pass you, right? In fishing, they pull over and say, hey, you need a hand, let me get back to the weigh-in.
Right, it's just, we do. It's a blessed environment. At the national championship the last 2 years, and we're doing it again next month for the Tennessee teams that are coming. I've got 49 high school boats in that championship and 3 junior boats. And on Tuesday of that event, we have Tennessee Tuesday. And so the State Nation and any of our sponsors, we feed the kids. The boat captains and the parents that night, and just sit around by the boat dock and have fellowship. We have prayer before we start, and everybody gets to talk and get to know people, and friendships are made. There's so many stories of things I can tell you that's happened with my kids, be it one school helping another school, or one high school angler helping junior anglers that are fishing the same day. It's absolutely the most blessed, perfect sports environment I've ever been around. And I spent 25 years covering sports, county sports for, all the other sports. And I loved a lot of that, but there's nothing like this.
Well, that's why this guy is a complete deserving recipient of it. And not only that does it go to David Lowry, it goes to the people and the young anglers that he helps to do. So from ICAST 2019, this is what we had going on, and it has been a fantastic day. All this prep work has really come to pass.
And just let me say again, thank you to every sponsor and every person that had anything to do with this. Again, I don't look for things for me, and but you know, even if you don't look for things for you, when something like this happens, you feel pretty good, and I feel really blessed. And I don't know that I'll ever be able to thank everybody enough.
That's all right. You've already done it already.
Thank you.
Thank you all.